You know, it's a new world for builders out there. We got a bunch of new tools like masks and hand sanitizers that we didn't have before. We're using this before we go to a client's house to make sure that they know we're clean. But you know what? Going out in public with a mask is one thing, but actually coming into my house, that's a whole different deal. On the Build Show today, we're going to talk about a digital tool that I think could actually help builders, contractors, remodelers, even architects through these crazy times. Today's Build Show is sponsored by Lowe's. Let's get going. Hey guys, coming to you from my house today. You know, this has been a really tough time for me personally. I have 4 kids. My wife works part-time as a physician. And so we're juggling 4 different school schedules with the kids running around the house all day. I've got Zoom calls for them that I need to get on. I need to get on with prospect meetings. I've got to handle customer service from old clients. I've had to figure out some ways to work remotely. I can't always be at every job site every day like I could prior to this. On the Build Show today, I'm going to show you a tool called Lowe's for Pros JobSIGHT. Now this is kind of like Zoom or FaceTime, but it's got some specific features that are really geared towards contractors, tradesmen, repair guys, several different applications. And I just got access to this a couple days ago. I've been testing it out. Let's talk about a couple ways that you might be able to use it. All right guys, here's a real world example. I got a buddy, Rob, who's not really a client, but let's pretend like Rob is a customer of mine. He's got a problem in his house, and in fact, he texted me the other day saying he's got an HVAC issue. So let's use Lowe's JobSIGHT, powered by Stream, to diagnose what's happening at Rob's house. Now, normally I'd just go and visit and talk it through with him in person, but I think this will show you how Lowe's JobSIGHT will work. So let's give Rob a call.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, Rob, how's it going, man?
Good, how are you?
Good. Hey, you told me you had a couple issues going on with your HVAC. Tell me what those are, and then I'm going to initiate a Lowe's JobSIGHT call that I think will help us diagnose the problems.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so it's 2 different things. One is I'm noticing there's a lot of moisture, or not moisture, humidity maybe in the air, and it seems like it's abnormally humid in the house.
Okay.
And then in addition to that, there's something in on the back wall of the HVAC closet that I wanted to see if we could take a look at some point whenever it's convenient.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send you a text that will come from Lowe's JobSIGHT. You don't have to download anything. Just click on the link. It'll open up your browser, and then click you accept on the terms and conditions, and then we'll take over that way, and I'll be able to kind of direct you as to what I want to see in the house. Okay?
Oh, cool. Okay, sounds good.
All right, man. I'll send that in just a second. Thanks, man.
All right, thanks, dude. Bye.
Okay, guys, this is my Lowe's JobSIGHT desktop. All I do here is click Invite to Stream. I'm going to enter the customer's name, and I'm going to enter his phone number, and then I'm going to send an invite from here. And on Rob's phone, he should be getting a text message now from me that he's going to click through. So let's cut over to Rob. And when Rob accepts it, I'm going to get a notification right here, and it's showing me as online. I'm ready to go. So we'll see a notification here in a second once he clicks through there, and that will start the call. Okay, here's Rob. I'm going to hit accept call. All right, Rob, can you hear me?
Matt.
Some good looking granite there, buddy. All right, so you mentioned 2 things on your HVAC system. Let's go take a look at your HVAC closet. You just have one system for your whole house, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, so once
You go back into that closet?
Yeah, go take me in. Let's go take a look at your HVAC closet over there. And again, guys, remember, Rob's a buddy of mine. He's not really a client, but this is how it would work if it was a client. Okay, so you've got a single system. Do me a favor and scroll your camera down right here. Yep, you've got a zoom back just a second if you would, Rob, because I wanted to see your return air, which is down here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so it's an upflow system. Air's going through there and flowing up. Rob, do me a favor and see up here somewhere, you should have a model number and a serial number on that thing. There it is right there. Zoom in on that for me, will you? And I'm going to take a shot. Hold still for a second. Okay, now I did a screen grab there so I can see. Rob, I'm going to figure out what size unit you have. You mentioned you've got higher humidity, and my initial thought is you may have too small of a return underneath that. I'm going to check that out later. I'll look up your model and serial number and get back to you on that. But you mentioned a second problem. What was that?
Yeah, so it's actually, I got a flashlight here too. I don't know how well you can see this, but I'm gonna try to zoom in as best I can.
Ooh, what
There's
is
some
that?
well, it's some kind of discoloring, and I don't know if you can tell by at the bottom, but the bottom down that yet more yellowy kind of part, it looks kind of glisteny, like it's kind of shiny, like it might be wet.
Like there's water
So-
there.
Yeah,
So-
maybe.
So what's on the other side of this wall? What's behind this wall? Is there plumbing in there?
It's no. There's no plumbing. It's a closet. It's my daughter's closet.
Huh, well that one shouldn't have any plumbing. All right, scroll the camera up here. Show me what's above that.
Okay. Hang on a second.
That flashlight's really helpful, by the way.
I don't know if I can.
Oh, yeah. I need to see up and see how there's a gap right here. I need to see it. Oh, yeah, there you go. Hang on a sec. Let me take a picture of that. It's looking to me like I see some metal right there. Do you see that metal, Rob? Is it there?
Yeah.
Okay, so now show me what's below this on the bottom of the HVAC floor. Is there any water or anything there on that left-hand side, right over in that bottom?
No, I mean I don't think so.
Nothing in there?
No, not really. Not collecting or anything like that.
All right, now go over to the right-hand side of that closet and show me what you see on the right-hand side. Can you get the camera back in there?
Let's see if I can get.
Oh yeah, okay. So you've got a fresh air pipe right here. So that's bringing air from the attic. Now take your phone and show me the ceiling of that space, Rob.
So just straight up.
Straight up from where you are.
That's the ceiling.
Oh yeah, see that? I can see your attic, right? And all the way up into your roof deck?
Yeah, it's open.
Yeah, okay. So what's happening, I think, Rob, is this pipe right here is bringing air in to burn. This is a traditional 80% efficient furnace. And on the left-hand side, go back to that left-hand side one more time, Rob. That pipe that's up at the top there is supposed to be bringing air in and out of that closet space. It's not really needed because you don't have a ceiling in that closet. In effect, that closet's an outdoor closet. But what's happening is this pipe that's right there, Rob, is collecting a little bit of condensation in the morning because it's getting cold overnight. The roof is radiating to the night sky and is chilling the attic down overnight. And then because we're in Texas, it's hot, humid here. The humidity was probably 80% this morning. My metal roof was condensing a little bit and dripping, and that pipe is dripping, and the water is landing right on that spot. And so probably in the mornings, this spot right here is getting wet, and that's causing just a little bit of mold growth.
Okay.
The good news is it's a pretty easy fix. We can basically remove that pipe, or we could reposition it so if it does drip, it's not going to drip on the drywall. We could drip it into a little condensation bucket, let's say, and that water would evaporate pretty quickly through the course of the day, especially as it heats up. But this is getting just a few drips of water on it every morning, let's say, when it's condensing. As it heats up during the course of the day, when the sun hits your roof, it's not going to condense anymore. It's just happening in the morning time. And that's what's causing that mold in that location.
Interesting. Okay, great.
All right, man. I appreciate you using me, letting me use you as an example for the build show today, buddy.
This is awesome. This is cool. It makes it sure easy as opposed to you having to come in here or having to leave a job site or do whatever you're doing. It's pretty convenient.
That's exactly right. Thanks, man. Have a great day. I'll talk to you later.
All right, see you, man.
Okay, buddy. Bye-bye. Isn't that cool? I didn't have to actually visit Rob. I could do everything here. And then check this out. I'll go to my Lowe's JobSIGHT desktop here. And here's the photos I took. It's in a minute here. It's also going to give me the full video. If I need to replay anything and go back and look, I could show a project manager. But check this out. This stream shot right here that I took, it's extracting the serial number from that barcode. And I can also reference it and zoom in if I need to. And I can actually get the model and serial number right here. So I've got that static image. That's a high-res image. I could download it. I can also send that to somebody if I need someone else to look at that. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, guys, one other issue that's happened in this crazy pandemic is my wife works part-time. So we've got 4 kids at home. There's no school to go to anymore. We're juggling Zoom calls for school and work. Right now, my wife's at work what do I do when I need to see something at a job site? So we're going to show you another use for this I think that could be really helpful. I've got Saul, one of my project managers, checking out my real rebuild house, and I'm going to send him an invite so I can see what's happening on the job site through his camera. Now, you may be asking, why not just FaceTime? I think you're going to see a couple of things on this that are very different and much better than just doing a FaceTime call. Hey, Saul.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
It's going good.
So what I wanted to see, Saul, is that right there. I'm curious how much the plumbers got done yesterday, and it looks like they got completed on that groundwork, right? They're basically replumbing my master because I kept the slab. Now, what's going on in this area right here, Saul? Did they not cut the concrete there?
No, it looks like they cut around the beam right here.
So we've got a beam and they went underneath the beam with the pipe. That's great. Good job by the plumbers. Looks to me, Saul, like it's showing that we've got vapor barrier on that job too, right? Are you seeing some of the black visqueen?
Yeah, here's the visqueen right here, Matt. It looks like pretty much covers the whole field here, so that's looking good.
All right, Saul, do me a favor. Stand back so you can get the whole thing in the picture, and I'm going to take a couple screenshots so that I'll have the pipe layout and where they cut. So hold still right there for me. Okay, perfect. Now come around this way and take a shot with those windows right there to your back. Other way around, I'm sorry. Yeah, put those windows at your back, and then look up straight up the trench there. And walk just a little closer to the edge, and let me get a screenshot. Yeah, that's perfect. Hold on right there. Let me get a screenshot here. Okay, perfect. Now, we could have done this on FaceTime, as I mentioned, but what's nice about this is these photos are going right to my desktop. Hey, Saul, tell me if the plumbing is still on test. I believe there's some stands right there to your left.
To my left? Okay. Yeah, here we go.
These guys right here.
Yeah.
Is it still on test?
Let's see here. Yeah, we still got the water. It's still on test.
Yeah, so if you're not familiar, the groundworks, we fill that up high, and we're looking to see if it's come down over time. It shows if there's a leak. Saul, check on this rebar. I'm curious whether they had to cut any of the rebar or if it's pretty intact.
No, looks like they did a really good job of cutting the concrete around the rebar. It's all still intact.
That's great. Plumbers did a great job. Do me a favor. Let's take a picture of that groundwork area there too. Just zoom out a little bit. That's perfect right there. And hold for a sec. Okay, I got it. And is there one to your left as well that I need to get a picture of, Saul? Yep, right there. Yes. Back up just a step or two if you would. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, hold right there. Yep, get this pipe right here in the shot too. Yep. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I got it. Thanks, Saul. Appreciate the help, man. That's just what I need you to know. I got to say, that was super helpful. Now, Saul's an experienced PM, but had that been a junior person out on the job site, because I've got this augmented reality, it could have been anybody on the job that I could have directed. And then check this out. All those pictures that I snapped are all right here. They're high quality photos. I can zoom in on them. I can download these. I can see exactly later what I need to. And it recorded the entire thing as well. So I've got the recording right here that I could click and replay any of that later if I need to. I gotta say, I think there's a lot of applications for this. The last thing I want to talk to you about, though, I think is a crazy game changer for remodelers, builders, for general contractors out there. Let's talk about one last thing. I gotta say, this Lowe's job site has a lot of promise, certainly in a crisis time when people don't want you in your house. But think about the time saver when you've got to do some quick troubleshooting or when you need something out in the field and you don't have to drive across town in traffic. There's a lot of promise for this. Now, this is free right now for Lowe's for Pros members. All you got to do is go to the website below and sign up for it. June 1st through October 31st, no charge. Any Lowe's for Pros member can do it. Guys, big thanks to Lowe's for sponsoring today's video. If you're not currently a Lowe's for Pros member, it's free to join. You can get this for free like I mentioned, but they also have a 5% discount if you use their business credit line. So that's a nice deal. 10% discount if you're a veteran or if you're active military. And if you're not currently a subscriber, click that subscribe button below. You know I've got new content every Tuesday and every Friday. Follow me on Twitter or Instagram. Otherwise, we'll see you next time on The Build Show.